The first ghost video for today comes from the popular paranormal channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Kent Burris is adamant that his house is haunted by multiple dark entities and has uploaded numerous videos of terrifying things he's caught on camera inside his home, many of which are quite compelling. In this particular video you're about to see, Kent and his son Michael conduct a paranormal investigation inside Kent's home. For the first part of the video, Kent and Michael record some very strange and sinister voices on their EVP device. However, what Kent captures the following day sent shivers down his spine.
The next day, the activity in the house turns into a nightmare. I'm in my office going over recordings. I hear really loud bang sounds and voices within the house. I grab the cell phone and hit record. You making noise? You making noise upstairs? Jesus! You making noise up here? Due to the activity, I quickly make up my bed and pick up the room. I'm still hearing voices in the room. Once again, I hit record. As I'm by the stairs, I hear a strange voice in the room. When I turn around to look, there appears to be a faint female apparition standing to the right of the window wearing a blue dress. This is what I refer to as a glitch apparition. Many times the camera will make a strange glitch. I have found this could be caused by the shutter speed, but then there are times strange anomalies appear within the glitch. These are screenshots I kept on file from recordings that showed some of these anomalies. The day the house became active, I did a quick walkthrough recording. Once again, something appears in the recording, and this was not a glitch. I'm sound asleep. Obnoxious sounds coming from the TV wakes me up. I fell asleep watching Stargate SG-1. When the obnoxious sounds woke me up, I looked at the TV and didn't recognize the episode of SG-1. I've seen every episode more than once. I thought I heard Blood Witch. When I come to my senses, I noticed this was not SG-1, and I heard Blood Witch again. A few days prior, after going over the recordings when Michael was here, I recall Blood Witch was captured during the investigation.
This is your father's son. Right, listen up. The Blood Witches were waiting for us, so we had to fall back. We're going to stay here and regroup until the Solarians come. The music's still in there. Let's do it.
What the hell? What? What? What?
witches were waiting for us.
Kent hears loud bangs coming from an upstairs bedroom. Then as Kent pans the camera round, something can be seen standing by the window. Kent then shows footage of the day the activity started happening, and as he's panning the camera round the same room where the figure was seen by the window, a dark figure can be seen just standing there motionless in the corner of the room. Then later in the video, as Kent is relaxing in his bedroom watching TV, he begins to hear some rather disturbing disembodied voices coming from something we can't see. However, as he lies back down, something nudges his bed. He grabs his phone, hits record, and captures this on camera.
I turned the closet light on and record for a few minutes. EVPs were captured. The moment I shut the camera off, I lay back down when suddenly the bed is nudged. I look at the end of the bed. There stood a very clear shadow apparition. I slowly lift my cell phone up, hit record. The moment it took off, it left a strange image on the recording, the kind of after image that looks like a camera glitched. I now wonder if some of these camera glitches are the after images of apparitions moving so fast, the camera only picks up what looks like a glitch.
Captured on Kent's phone camera, a mysterious dark shadowy figure can be seen standing at the end of his bed. The dark shadowy figure appears to nudge the bed a few times before it rapidly vanishes out of sight. Kent's viewers were left stunned by this capture, with many claiming it to be the best footage of an apparition ever caught on camera. But what do you think? Is Kent's home really haunted by ghostly apparitions as he claims? You tell me. The next set of creepy clips that I've put together come from the TikTok account Franco Villegas. I saw these scary clips a while ago and they still play on my mind at just how darn creepy they are. Franco Villegas claims his house is haunted and has uploaded several clips to his TikTok account showing the terrifying things he's encountered in his home. But then one day, he just stopped uploading and no one has heard from him since his last upload back in May 2020. I've compiled all of Franco's scariest videos for today's episode. You may have seen one or two of these, but I'm sure you'll agree there's no harm in being reminded at just how creepy they are.
Voy a tratar de comunicarme con este ente como me dijeron. Se sienten pasos. Si estás acá, prende la luz. ¿Qué? Si estás aquí en el baño, enciende de nuevo el agua. ¿Hay alguien más que tú aquí en esta casa? ¿Mi vida corre peligro? Está huellando. Aquí no hay... Ah, no, yo me voy. Hay ruido en el primer piso. Está de... ¡Ey! Ah, no, güey. ¡Ah, conchetumare!
Franco's awoken by strange noises coming from another part of his house. Then his shower begins to mysteriously turn on and off all by itself. Then on another night, Franco's light can be seen moving back and forth, and then his bedroom door slams shut on its own. Franco is awoken again, and when he peers towards his bedroom door, something dark with what looks like glowing eyes can be seen staring directly at Franco before the door then slams shut. Franco jumps out of bed and runs to check, but the figure is nowhere to be seen. However, on another night, Franco can be seen playing with his cat when a strange noise startles him. He spins around, and the dark figure can be seen staring eerily at Franco, who charges towards it, but the figure is gone. Franco decides he's had enough of these restless nights, so in an attempt to feel safer, he decides to set up a CCTV camera at the top of the stairs and records this. After a quick flash of light, a mysterious female figure can be seen just standing there motionless before it vanishes when Franco runs down the stairs. Franco then decides to change the direction of the camera. He places it in his bedroom, pointing towards his bedroom door where the figure had been seen on previous nights, and what he captured sent shivers down his spine. The bedroom door slowly opens by itself, and then the face of whatever is haunting Franco horrifyingly looks in Franco's bedroom and stares directly at him while he sleeps. Franco Villegas hasn't been seen or heard from since he posted these videos back in 2020, and TikTok users have come to the conclusion that whatever this is could likely be the cause of his disappearance. But what do you think? Is Franco Villegas really haunted by something evil, or is it all just for views? You tell me. This next ghost video has been shared before, however, I haven't seen it featured anywhere recently. The video clip was filmed back in 2016 by a Brazilian news station who were recording the scene of a car crash on the BR-262 highway in Brazil. According to the news station, a lorry turned over and crushed a small car. The occupants of the small car didn't survive. The news station covered the scene of the accident, but while filming the wrecked vehicles, they captured this on camera. Captured on camera by a news station, a mysterious pale face can be seen through the front windshield. But who is it? After conducting a thorough inspection of the vehicle, emergency crews found no survivors inside the vehicle, and news crews were only allowed to film some time after the emergency services had finished their inspection. So could this be the spirit of one of the occupants who sadly passed away from the collision? You tell me. This next paranormal video comes from the ghost hunting and paranormal investigation channel, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations. The ghost hunters venture out to conduct a paranormal investigation in what they say is the most haunted place they've ever been to, Englefield Hall. Apparently, there have been many claims of paranormal activity inside Englefield Hall. Footsteps, disembodied voices, and shadowy figures have been seen regularly. Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations filmed a two-part series at the supposedly haunted Englefield Hall alone, or so they thought.
Good evening to you all. My name's Jeff. And the gentleman there holding the camera, that's my colleague and friend Phil. Can you make another noise for us, please?
As I was saying, if you could come and join me and perhaps talk to me about what it was like. Talk to me about what it was like. Talk to me about what it was like.
Whoa.
What?
Something's moving.
What, you saw it?
No, I heard something coming towards me. Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
What? You're right. What's up? You walked into the bells, didn't you?
No.
What?
As I went to enter into the room, I heard footsteps coming towards me. Then I moved back.
Something just moved above me as well.
And I hit the bells coming back.
You're right. You're right.
I thought I heard someone walking.
I did as well.
Did you?
Yeah. Down from over that way, wasn't it?
Oh, I thought it was there.
I'm losing my bearings, yeah. Noises from down there. Noises from down there, yeah?
Banging.
Yeah. What?
Put that down, Phil. Put that down. Put it down. Grab that.
What?
I actually thought someone was walking down this hallway towards me, and that's why I jumped back, because I wasn't expecting it. I heard the banging of boots on the floor. Heavy, heavy footsteps. Hello there. Can you make a noise again? Like you did earlier, please? Someone's walking. Someone's walking in the main hall. I can hear the creaking of the floor. Someone's walking in the main hall. I can hear the creaking of the floor. Who are you? Hello? Whoa. Footsteps again, coming towards me. Hello? Whoa. Hello? Whoa.
As the team are calling out in the main hall of the building, a voice can clearly be heard saying, "Mummy." Banging sounds are heard coming from the corner of the main hall, and then a disembodied voice can be heard saying, "Something." And while the ghost hunters are downstairs, their static night vision camera placed upstairs captures a door mysteriously opening and closing all on its own. The ghost hunters then make their way up to the attic, where apparently the ghost of a woman has been sighted. However, as they're making their way up the stairs, the sounds of footsteps can be heard walking on the attic's wooden floorboards. The ghost hunters are shocked, but continue on up into the attic, where the sound of footsteps can be heard again, right in front of them, but no one can be seen. Then as the ghost hunters are entering the main hall area of the building, even more footsteps can be heard approaching them. At the same time these footsteps are heard, their camera captures what appears to be a shadow moving towards them. Then, as the ghost hunters approach the main hall area again, the sound of someone or something we can't see can be clearly heard walking on the wooden floor of the main hall. Jeff calls out, "Who are you?" And then whatever was walking in the main hall suddenly charges towards them. Then, captured on the team's static night vision camera placed in the main hall, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen moving down the corridor. The figure appears out of nowhere before disappearing out of view. Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations claims that everything they captured at Englefield Hall is real. And like I've said before, the team are one of the few legitimate ghost hunting teams out there. But what do you think? Did Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations capture real paranormal activity at the haunted Englefield Hall? You tell me. The paranormal investigation channel Ghost Adventures of Cornwall recorded the following creepy video and uploaded it to YouTube on October 8th. In the video, the ghost hunters play a horrifying EVP recording that they captured on their spirit box device during a live stream. And I must say that the following evidence could quite possibly be the clearest and creepiest EVP ever captured. Captured on the Ghost Hunter's Spirit Box device, a woman's voice can clearly be heard screaming out, then another voice can be heard saying, "He's crying for you," followed by even more blood-curdling screams. The sound is so chilling that I still get goosebumps, even after listening to it a dozen times while editing this video. But what do you think? Are these the bone-chilling screams of someone beyond the grave? You tell me. This next ghost video has been shared before, however, I've been wanting to feature it for a while but couldn't find the original source until now. The creepy video comes from the Spanish ghost hunting channel Misterio JL, where they visit an abandoned building and search for anything paranormal, and not long into their exploration, it seems they found what they were looking for.
Por aquí. A este lado, güey. Mira la figura que está ahí, güey. Mira, ya la quemaron, colombiano, mira esa figura. ¿Qué fue? Ay, Dios, sí. Se escuchó clarito, güey. ¿Dónde fue, güey? No sé. ¿No sería arriba, güey? Yo creo que sí, fíjate. Se escuchó clarito la voz de un niño, güey. Se vio algo acá a este lado, güey. Acá, colombiano, pasó algo ahí. Ay, cañón. Uy.
¿Dónde fue, güey?
Mamá.
¿Dónde fue, güey?
No sé. Mamá. Mamá dijeron, güey. Manches.
Clarito, no manches, güey.
As the ghost hunters are exploring the abandoned building, the voice of a small child can be clearly heard, and the ghost hunters become shocked. Then, captured on camera, someone or something about the size of a child can be seen on an upper floor just watching the unsuspecting ghost hunters before it slips away out of sight. Then, as they're exploring another section of the abandoned building, a horrifying hiss is heard, followed by a child's voice clearly saying, "Mama." The team press on with their exploration, keen to get to the bottom of whatever was making these sounds. They decide to use a bell in an attempt to summon whatever spirits supposedly reside in the now abandoned building, and then they capture this.
¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¿Qué, güey? Algo pasó por allá.
Captured on camera, a child-sized shadow figure can be seen running at rapid speed in another part of the abandoned building. The ghost hunters notice it and rush over to check, but they find nothing. Mysterio JL claims that this is a quote, Nino Phantasma, or in English, ghost child, and their viewers believe it is too. But what do you think? Is this a ghost caught on camera as Mysterio JL and their viewers believe? And if not, just what on earth would a child be doing here in an abandoned building all alone in the dead of night? Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments section. This next ghost video has been shared before. The quote, cursed video was recorded back in August 2002 and shows a videographer exploring inside the old Mito Yamaguchi station located somewhere in Japan. The building is dilapidated and falling to pieces, but the videographer makes his way through it without any problems. However, a short while into his exploration, he encounters something unsettling. The man makes his way through the abandoned building. As he makes his way into a dark room, the sound of a baby crying can be heard. Then, a creepy figure can be seen standing right in front of him. The man then turns around and flees for his life, but as he's running away, a crying baby can still be heard. But then it stops for a few seconds. The man thinks he's safe, so he turns around, and then the creepy figure who was seen earlier appears right in front of him. Video then ends there. Now, I am in no way saying that this video is real, as, well, it probably isn't, but I'm sure you'll all agree it is very, very creepy. This next creepy clip was uploaded to the Spanish TikTok account El Gap Official, who claims his apartment is haunted. In the following clips you're about to see, El Gap can be seen investigating his supposedly haunted home when suddenly someone or something decides to show itself.
Son las 3:30 de la noche y estoy escuchando ruidos muy extraños. Lo más perturbador de todo es que la luz del baño está prendida y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. Voy a apagarla porque neta me está dando... Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Ya no hay nadie. Ahí está. ¿Pero por qué? Si la prendo desaparece. No hay nada. No hay nada. What the fuck? Ayer estaba escuchando ruidos muy extraños arriba de mi departamento y decidí subir a grabar. No hay nadie. Y esto tiene candado, no se puede abrir. No se puede abrir. ¡Qué mierda! Oye, ya me voy de aquí. Hace un rato se me fue la luz y he estado escuchando ruidos muy extraños afuera. Prendí unas velas, pero ya me dio miedo salir porque ya los ruidos ya empeoraron. Hay alguien parado. ¿Qué quieres? ¿Quién eres? Se le ve la cara pálida. ¿Quién eres? Por favor, ya déjame. Ya déjame. No hay nada.
As the camera pans into the living room, a strange dark figure can be seen standing at the opposite end of the room and appears to just stare directly at El Gap. However, when he switches the light on, the figure mysteriously disappears, only to reappear again when the light goes out. Then he hears a strange noise on an upper floor to his home. He pans the camera up, and then the door swings open right in front of him, startling him to death. Then, a pale white face with dark hair peeks its head out before it quickly ducks out of sight. He sees it and approaches carefully, but when he looks around, no one can be seen. In another clip, El Gap is awoken by horrifying noises coming from somewhere in his apartment. He goes to check and finds a cloaked figure standing in his living room. He calls out to whatever is hiding under the sheet, but gets no reply. He pulls the sheet off, and weirdly, nothing's there. TikTok viewers have been left terrified by these creepy videos, with many claiming that whatever is haunting El Gap is likely to be a demon playing tricks on him, and that he should get his house blessed immediately. But what do you think? Is El Gap's home really haunted by a demon as he claims? Or maybe it's all just for views? You tell me. The following creepy video has been shared before. However, I haven't seen it featured on any other channels for a couple of years now. The video you're about to see comes from the Italian paranormal investigation channel PIT, where they explore an old underground bunker beneath a forest miles out in the middle of nowhere. Apparently, local people claim to have heard gunshots and say the bunker is haunted by soldiers who passed away inside the bunker during World War II. At around the 15-minute mark, the team use a spirit box device and ask a bunch bunch of questions where they get a lot of strange responses. However, during their spirit box session, they hear strange sounds coming from somewhere in the darkness. One of the team, Simone, snaps a picture and captures something lurking in the shadows.
E che qui un po' battuto non capisci da dove arrivano.
Bravo, è quello che stavo per dirti. Raga,
Che cos'è quello, raga?
c'è qualcuno.
Cos'è?
C'è qualcuno, guarda. Guarda lì, che c'è un'ombra. In
Nera.
mezzo al corridoio.
La
In
vedi?
mezzo al corridoio.
Ho sentito qualcosa, ragazzi. Io ho sentito qualcosa.
C'è qualcuno.
Captured mid-movement, a dark shadowy figure can be seen wandering at the end of one of the tunnels. The paranormal investigators all become spooked by this dark figure lurking in the darkness near them, but Paolo isn't too concerned. He decides to split up from the group and venture off alone through the tunnels, and what he sees sends shivers down his spine.
Ehi?
E abbiamo sentito quei passi correre prima, cioè...
Sì.
Non è che stavano scappando da noi, si stavano organizzando.
Ehi? Chi c'è?
Che sta andando? C'è un guardo.
Raga! Non potete capire! Cosa è successo? Qualcuno in fondo al corridoio! Come qualcuno? C'era veramente un'ombra! Raga, l'ho filmato! C'era qualcuno che il corridoio è passato avanti!
As Paolo is exploring one of the dark tunnels alone, he senses something in front of him. Then, when he pans the camera down the tunnel, another dark, shadowy figure can be seen walking at the end of the tunnel. Paolo sees it and quickly runs after it, but when he gets to where the figure was just seen, the figure has mysteriously vanished. And do you know what makes this catch even creepier? Is that where the figure walked to is completely blocked off by rubble. So what do you think? Did PIT capture paranormal activity inside this old World War II bunker? You tell me. The final scary video for today comes from the ghost hunting channel Supernatural. The video shows a man exploring an old abandoned power station dormitory late at night in the hopes of catching anything paranormal, and well, after watching the video, it seems like he got more than he bargained for.
电站。哎呦我操！停着，有动静儿。我操你妈的！ 谁？操你妈的！啊！啊！我咋原来是里面呢？操你妈！
A large metal gate can be seen mysteriously swinging closed, all on its own. The man calls out, but gets no reply. Then, later in the video, as the man is in one of the rooms of the power station, he senses something behind him, and when he pans round, a dark figure can be seen staring right at him through the window. The man sees it and rushes outside, but the figure is nowhere to be seen. The man presses on, keen to explore the abandoned power station. He enters a restroom and begins looking inside the cubicles. However, as he opens the door to one of the cubicles, the face of someone or something appears right in front of him. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're a fan of scary content, make sure you check out either of these two videos here. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you'll never miss any of our weekly uploads. See you next time.